Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start our Unit 1 of the subject Principles of Economics and Management. Unit 1 is Introduction to Economics. तो students, ये मैंने जो Unit 1 open की है, that is available on net in GTU study material. Okay, मैंने वही open करके रखा है. Okay, so हम start कर रहे हैं हमारा Unit 1 Introduction to Economics से. So first of all, what is economics? Define economics. Introduction to economics. तो इकोनॉमिक्स क्या है पहले हम वो देखेंगे उसके बाद हम आगे बढ़ेंगे ठीक तो सबसे पहले आता है हमारा इकोनॉमिक्स इज अ सोशल साइंस दैट स्टडीज हाउ इंडिविजुअल्स गवर्नमेंट्स फर्म्स एंड नेशंस मेक चॉइसेस on allocating limited resources to satisfy their unlimited wants. Adam Smith wealth definition of economics. Define economics is a study of wealth, a subject dealing with producing wealth and using it. Alfred Marshall, welfare definition of economics, defined economics as a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It inquires how he gets his income and how he uses it. Lionel Robbins defines economics as a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Then Paul Samuelson defines economics as the study of how man and society choose, with or without the use of money, to employ limited reproductive resources which could have alternative uses to produce various commodities over time and distribute them for consumption now and in the future among various people and groups of society. ओके तो ये तो हमने अलग अलग डेफिनेशन देखी कि इकोनॉमिक्स का मतलब क्या है किसी ने कहा कि इकोनॉमिक्स है कि आप जब कमाते हो किस तरीके से उसको खर्च करते हो कैसे उसमें से सेविंग करते हो आप उसको अपनी इनकम को किस तरीके से यूज करते हो दैट इज इकोनॉमिक्स ओके तो हम यहाँ पे यही चीज इकोनॉमिक्स के अंदर सीखेंगे टू मेजर फैक्टर्स आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द इमरजेंस ऑफ इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम्स फर्स्ट द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ अनलिमिटेड ह्यूमन वांट्स एंड द स्कैर्सिटी ऑफ अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज अब जो इकोनॉमिकल प्रॉब्लम होती है वो क्यों क्या दो कारण हमने क्या बताया कि ह्यूमन वांट्स अनलिमिटेड ह्यूमन वांट कि आपकी इनकम तो कम है वो कहते हैं ना इनकम आय इच्छाएं अधिक आय सीमित वो वाली बात है कि आपकी ह्यूमन वांट्स आपने बढ़ा दी आपकी इनकम इतनी नहीं है या फिर अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज जो है वो अवेलेबल मतलब उनकी कमी हो चुकी है ठीक है तो इन दो चीजों की वजह से हमारी इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम्स आती है So economic deals with how the numerous human wants are to be satisfied with limited resources. Thus, the science of economics centers on unlimited want minus effort minus satisfaction. तो अनलिमिटेड वांट एफर्ट्स पे और फिर सेटिस्फेक्शन पे इन दो चीजों के बीच में हमारी इकोनॉमिक्स जो है वो डील कर ओके देन स्कूल्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स क्लासिकल स्कूल एडम स्मिथ नोन एज द फादर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स इसको बोला जाता है फादर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स एडम स्मिथ को established the first modern economic theory called the classical school in 1776. Smith believed that people who acted in their own self-interest produced goods and wealth that benefited all of the society. He believed that government should not restrict or interfere in markets because they could regulate themselves and thereby produce wealth at maximum efficiency. Classical theory forms the basis of capitalism and is still prominent today. इसके बाद आता है Keynesian school, a more recent economic theory. The Keynesian school describes how government can act within capitalistic economies to promote economic stability. It calls for reduced taxes and increased government spending when the economy becomes motionless, and increased taxes and reduced spending when the economy becomes excessively active. This theory strongly influences US economic policy today. अब आता है हमारा नेचर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स द नेचर ऑफ एन आइडियोलॉजी और सिस्टम हाईलाइट्स इट्स कैरेक्टरिस्टिक एज फार एज द स्टडी ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स इज कंसर्न इट्स नेचर इज ब्रॉडली डिस्कस्ड एज अंडर पहले तो बोला जाता है इकोनॉमिक्स इज अ साइंस एंड एन आर्ट अब साइंस किस टर्म्स में बोला जाता है इकोनॉमिक्स इज अ साइंस तो साइंस इज a structured body of knowledge that traces the relationship between cause and effect. Applying these characteristics, we find that economics is a branch of knowledge where the various facts relevant to it can be systematically collected, classified, and analyzed. The motive of individuals and business firms can be very easily measured in terms of money. Thus, economics is a science. Then economics is a social science. For production, we are working on materials that are drawn from all over the world and produce goods to be sold all over the world, which satisfies wants of the society. In this way, the process of satisfying wants of society is not only an individual process, but also a social process. Therefore, in economics, one has to study social behavior. फिर बोला जाता है economics as an art. An art is a system of rules for the accomplishment of a given task. A science teaches us to know, and art teaches us to do. Applying this definition, we find that economics offers us a practical solutions to problems. Science and art are complementary to each other, and economics is both a science and an art. Then positive and normative economics, positive science. Positive science only describes what it is. It does not indicate what is good or what is bad for the society. It will simply provide the results of an economic analysis of a problem. Example, 12% labor force in India was unemployed last year is a positive statement which could be verified by scientific measurement. मतलब ये इससे डिस्क्रिप्शन देता है क्या अच्छा है क्या खराब है ये हमको नहीं बताता. ओके, whether is normative science क्या है? Normative science makes a distinction between good and bad. A positive statement is based on facts. A normative statement involves ethical, moral values. Example, 12% unemployment is too high. It also suggests how it can be rectified. It prescribes what should be done to promote human welfare. ओके, तो पॉजिटिव साइड इसने क्या किया, सिर्फ डिस्क्रिप्शन लिया कि भाई 12% लेबर जो अनएम्प्लॉयड है. ठीक है, इस नॉर्मेटिव साइंस बता रहा है आपको, एक डिफरेंशिएशन दे रहा है गुड एंड बैड के बीच में कि 12% अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इज टू हाई. ओके, वो सजेशन भी देता है कि हाउ इट कैन बी रेक्टिफाइड, व्हाट शुड बी डन. ओके, तो ये डिफरेंस हमने देखा पॉजिटिव साइंस और नॉर्मेटिव साइंस के. अब आता है हमारा मेथोडोलॉजी ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. एक है इसके अंदर डिडक्टिव मेथड. Here we descend from the general to particular. We start from certain principles that are self-evident or based on strict observations. Then we carry them down as a process of pure reasoning to the consequences that they completely contain. For instance, traders earn the profit in their businesses is a general statement which is accepted even without verifying it with the traders. The deductive method is useful in analyzing complex economic phenomena where cause and effect are mixed up. However, the deductive method is useful only if certain assumptions are valid. Traders earn the profit if the demand for the commodity is more. Then आता है inductive method. This method mounts up from particular to general. We begin with the observation of particular facts, then proceed with the help of reasoning founded on experience so as to formulate laws and theorems on the basis of observed facts. Example, data on consumption of poor, middle and rich income groups of people are collected, classified, analyzed, and important conclusions are drawn out from the results. Okay. तो ये तो हमने आज पूरा इंट्रोडक्शन देखा है स्टूडेंट्स. नेक्स्ट टाइम हम स्कोप ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स जो है वो डिस्कस करेंगे. तो थैंक यू एवरीवन.